You enter Tingledom at Tingledom Boulevard. Travel up the street, and then as you look up, it is the amazing Tingledom Castle. Well, you're probably used to seeing the Tingledom map by now. You've been here so much, but this may look a little different. This is a compilation and record of all the different places that you have been in Tingledom. Do you want to have a bit of a closer look? So this is just a bit of an informal map that I've put together, so you can see my handwriting here. And so I've just highlighted all of the places that you've been here in Tingledom. And I thought we'd have fun going through that today. So of course we start right here at the entrance of Tingledom, right at Tingledom Boulevard, where it meets Amelie Norland Yaderberg Avenue and Miss Victoria Hart Avenue. Right on this corner, where it cuts across at CZLPS Way, is the Tourist Information Center. But just over here on the corner of Miss Victoria Hart Avenue and Athena's Whispers Way is our Tingle Assessment Center, where you would have first visited to have your Tingle profile taken so that we could customize everything that we do for you here in Tingledom. Now I know you also did visit Sophie's Dessert Cafe. Yes, so I've done in yellow, kind of, say Tingledom Institutions is maybe the best way to say it. Although perhaps that could have been the Tingle Shack as well. But in red are eateries, so our desserts and restaurants. In green we have our services, so the Tingle Shack is obviously a Tingle service. The friend matching service probably should have been green as well, but as I said, it's just a little informal that I did. And you'll see some blues and mint greens as well, but we'll wait till we get to those. So Sophie's Dessert Cafe right on Benjamin Martin Road. And then, of course, there we go, the Tingle Shack, home to the Whisper Room, the Time Warp Room, all that sort of good stuff. On Das Floof Way and Laura Ziemba Way. Sits across the whole block, a very large edifice there. Then continuing across Miss Victoria Hart Avenue, we have the Tingledom Call Center, which may have a little nostalgia for you since it's where you very, very first time heard about Tingledom. And of course we have our Tingledom lawyers who would have discussed your non-disclosure agreement with you. Yes, they do obviously travel out all across the world to get those agreements signed. Let's work our way back. We have the Brownie Bar. I know that these are some of your favorite spots here in Tingledom, just right inside the entrance, really. Mount Arhash Road is quite a popular location for sure. But right there on the corner of Quaver Flavor Way and Mount Arhash is the Brownie Bar. And then Chocolato. which has all sorts of delicious chocolate treats. At the corner of Sophie Avenue and Sam S. Place is the friend matching service. Yes, I know Sophie's didn't quite make it onto Sophie's Avenue, did it? No. Now I said we would view some locations with this minty green color. These are accommodation locations. And since you've been here so many times, there's a few dotted around where you've stayed and even outside of Tingledom proper. This is the location of that gorgeous one-bedroom apartment on Samantha Lehman Way. Beautiful. Over here on Lori Costa Road, just a short walk from that apartment, is Magnolia's Bakery with their supremely delicious cakes. Then we get towards our fashion section, the Tingledom Salon, right here on Todd Howard Avenue. Of course, there's that gorgeous square that kind of opens up, a lovely courtyard in front of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful scenery in there. We also, right on the corner of Tingledom Boulevard and Todd Howard Avenue, is breadsticks. Everything about breadsticks there. Makes me crave a breadstick just to say the name. And the Tingledom travel agent, of course, has to be right near the heart, the center of Tingledom. We'll get to the east side of Tingledom a bit. We'll stick right now to the west. We have our Italian restaurant. It's not Mark Avenue here, it's actually Marianne Avenue on this side. So just a bit in off K.E. Way and Marianne Avenue. Get the Italian restaurant. On K.E. Way, there is all sorts of fashion goodies. We have the coat shop, the swimsuit shop, the dress shop, the hat shop. We have our feminine suit maker and our gentleman's suit maker. And then the mecca for anyone who loves fashion here in Tingledom is Alyssa's Fashion House, where color analysis, face shape analysis, body analysis, jewelry analysis, etc., etc. All there in Alyssa's Fashion House. Then just a kitty corner on Miss T Street and Marianne Avenue is our magical makeup area. Of course, there is food in the area, the Fabergé Cafe, which is right on Audrey Avenue. Also, at the corner of Audrey Avenue and Miss T Street, we have the Bernina shop on the corner, and then the Tingledom quilt shop. Beautiful quilts there. Now, just a stone's throw from the castle, on Adam Harris Road, we have our Sleepy Time Cafe. A favorite haunt for visiting at night, because they'll let you sleep there. I love those little rooms. Beautiful. Moving over, don't know that you've actually been to the studio, but I think you've taken in the products that come out of the studio. Oh, they sell salt lamps, books, everything. That home shopping network studio. And then up here, further along Adam Harris Road, is Genevieve's Gin Bar. Going just a little further on, up Becky Avenue, we have Becky's Bakery. Delightful, delightful options there. Bakery is very popular here. Speaking of, here on Arthur Zetzig Way, the 2-bedroom apartment, which is above that lovely little French bakery. Oh, best baguette in Tingledom. We, of course, have Stephanie's Animal Sanctuary, our farm stay here on the edges of Tingledom, Farmhouse Gold. I did notice that you visited the Switch Shop as well, the corner of Todd Howard Avenue. It's a Tingled Way, and of course, came under the street. For a session in table setting, Matt Irwin Way is the location. And just across and down the street is Christina's Plating Cottage, where I hear you are quite well known there. Salads, spaghetti, beef stroganoff. I can't even remember all the things they said you've gotten up to there. Oh, it's always wonderful to find a place you truly love. And it seems like you've been to the yard decorators a few times as well. They've helped you. Oh, a hobbit hole. How fun. Then, of course, quite relevant to our little Christmas section. It's not too busy most times of the year, but Yezi Head 44 Avenue right here. Have our Christmas desserts place, only open in December, so you must have loved your visit then. I can't wait for December to come around again. And our Christmas decor shop. And then, of course, the Tingledom event planners on Yesiad Avenue as it turns into G. Ray's Way, this little pass-through. Oh, they planned so many wonderful events there. Then back around Miss Victoria Hart Avenue on Natural Explorer Way, we have Bon Vivant. I can see you like your desserts. Can't blame you. Quite a few visits on Obogai 2000 Road and Sophie Avenue to our resident palm reader. Though I did see that you also went to our Abaconancer Sand Diviner. It's perhaps a more glorified name. Off to the west of Tingledom in the desert there. It's quite a journey, so wonderful for you to make the trip. And then combining what it seems like are your two loves, fortunes and food, is the fortune-telling restaurant on Obogai 2000 Road and Green Dragon Road. And just further down, a little bit of mystic training. So you actually have the gift, did they say? Wow. Awesome. Very jealous. I've lived here all my life and never been told I have the gift, so never been invited. Another dessert place that looked like it was up your alley on Margie Handler Street and Sophie Avenue. So whipped. And then to our wedding planner on Legendary Zapdos in Yezi Head 44 Avenue. Also down Legendary Zapdos Way is our florist and Tingledom Wedding Catering. I've got a little bit off here. Down officially Space Place is a Stone and Heat Pizzeria. Delicious pizzas. Do you enjoy your pizza there? as you should. I think that covers the west of Tingledom. Let us head over to the east. Now, because on the east, when you first come into Tingledom, it's a bit of that hilly, rolling countryside. Not a lot to do through there except take wonderful walks and enjoy the serenity. But I do see you made a few trips to our yoga studio in that section between Faramiti Avenue, Theo Rex Street, Colorful Confessions, and Lola Popente Street. Probably took a nice little stroll around to get to the studio there. Up Theo Rex Street. It's actually closed off there, isn't it now? That did used to be open, but they've closed it off, so I assume you came down Nikki Fenton Way. Yes. To our sushi restaurant. At the end of Theo Rex Street, the Floating Inn. It is not as tall as Le Grand, which I think you also stayed at, but the Floating Inn. Can't get over those float tanks, can you? And it's just in that square that we have the Tingledom Sleep Clinic and CJ's Diner. Late night burgers, of course, staying at the Floating Inn, and then late night burgers at CJ's. Many a visitor to Tingledom has been on that journey. Then up to Matthew Hilmer's Avenue, we have Miss Victoria Hart's Fine Dining Establishment. Oh, this is the ritzy part of Tingledom, with Le Grand and their beautiful appearing breakfasts. Oh, delicious. The Eclair Shop and our gourmet salts, all right there. Over down Jackie Fishbeck Street, you also see Dr. Yesterton's office, optometrist extraordinaire in Tingledom. And around the corner on Mary Fonville Way is our glasses shop. And a little further down the road, a psychologist to help with those needs. To see the story of the mill, you went along the traveling breezeway and went and got paella. Oh, it's so yummy. Now, I think the single place that you've spent the most time, right on Emily Jane Anslow Way and Jackie Fishbeck Street, the Map Mansion. Just a stone's throw from the castle, and locked up with all sorts of wonderful maps and information. And just across the street, at the corner of David Dwyer Avenue and Jackie Fishbeck Street, is the Tingledom Bakery. On Mark Avenue at Zipper Bean's Pyro Road, a life coach to help you learn about habits, was it? Yes. And then up on David Dwyer's Avenue, Dwyer's Steakhouse. Delicious, delicious steaks. Also on Jackie Fishbeck Street is where you visited the pen shop. And further down David Dwyer Avenue, Victoria's Vodka Club. Moving even further down David Dwyer Avenue, we have the Journal Shop just down from ASMR Warm Puppy Street. And at that junction between Emily Jane Anslow Way and David Dwyer Avenue, the Tingledom Library, home to the Kesley Lynn Reading Room and the Sam W. Poetry Room. Lovely spots. For high tea on Emily Niskanen though I do believe you never actually made your trip there. I know all. They told me you booked in, but didn't quite make it. Always welcome another time. Here on Matthew Hilmer's Avenue and Rachel Way, we have Cafe del Rio. And then around the corner on Ambular our way is the Tattoo Parlor, home to the world's only painless and tingle-inducing tattoo. Now, I should obscure these, but since you found them yourself, I can let you know. Down Marty Judd Avenue, you found the entrance to the glowing place, which goes under Tingledom and through to the mystical forest. It's a magical, wonderful place. And you also found our space travel agent. You end up actually walking a portal through time. Our current time can't do the space travel, so pretty special. On ASMR Warm Puppy Street in Cairn Place is our other Tingledom Bakery for breads. And then here in the market around Valantre, Samar Road, is Heather's Yarn Stall. And then we have two more places off the beaten path, but still in Tingledom. We have on Julie Peters Way, you found that House of Fine Ice Creamery. Lovely ice cream there. It's one of my favorite tucked away places here in Tingledom. And not too far away on Cayspree Road is the S'more Shop, where I believe you also got a history lesson, is that right? Well, sounds like it would be a combination of your two loves. In the castle itself, you of course have heard many readings of Thanksgiving menus. We love having you year after year after year. And then it's just around the edges. To the northeast, the mystical forest. To the southeast, the Tingledom Spa, home of the emotional massage. And I do believe you found the Enchanted Cottage, one of my favorites, just down Jonathan Morgan Trail, way out beyond the place to drive your Volvo cars. Don't allow such loud vehicles in Tingledom proper. Obviously, quiet is the order of the day, so you have to get quite far out. But you did enjoy it. Wonderful. And so that is our celebration of all the places that you've been to Tingledom thus far. As you can see, there are so many more to discover. We'll need you to come